Imagine discovering that behind every ancient tree lies a secret capable of challenging everything you believe about the relationship between nature and humanity. The Meliades were not just spirits of the forest, but nymphs of astonishing power, feared by Zeus himself and worshipped by people who viewed the forest as a sanctuary. Few people know, protecting an ash tree meant not only ensuring plant life, but also escaping the wrath or blessing of these legendary guardians. Would you dare to unravel myths that still stir controversy among scholars, challenge modern beliefs, and hold profound lessons for those seeking to reconnect with Gaia? On the threshold of chaos after the Titanomachy, from the wounds of the sky upon the earth, the Meliades, daughters of Gaia and the blood of Uranus, were born. Along with other mythical beings, their emergence brought renewal and mystery to the world. Each fallen drop generated an ash nymph, connecting strength and ethereal beauty. Thus, the Meliades personify the fragile link between ruin and creation. Their birth seals the beginning of a lineage of profound power and delicacy. These nymphs carry within them the duality of their parents. They are the fruit of the wounded sky and the fertile earth. Their elongated bodies resemble trunks aspiring to the heavens, while their roots seek the deep soil. The Meliades' gaze reflects the intertwining of opposing worlds, stars and roots coexisting. They are living bridges between light and shadow, tangible and invisible. From the beginning, they represent the promise of natural balance. The Meliades, not only live, they protect, inspire, and guard the ancient secrets of the forests. Their song echoes ancient memories, anchoring eternity in every ash tree. As direct daughters of Gaia and Uranus, they are enduring symbols of the connection between the earthly and celestial worlds. Young and wise, they inhabit the threshold of the divine and the mundane. Their roots slowly weave bridges between realms. The Meliades, guardians of the ash trees, were tireless in protecting the sacred forests. By watching over the trees' health, they ensured fertility to the soil and abundance to humanity. Their presence breathed vigor into the leaves and nourished the cycle of the seasons. In the shadows of the groves, they watched over and blessed those who respected them. Their connection to life was as deep as the roots they inhabited. During the Bronze Age, warriors were said to have emerged from the ash trees themselves. Thus, the Meliades were intertwined with the fate of humanity, witnessing lives that blossomed and faded. The ash wood, fashioned into spears and shields, connected nymphs and humans in battles and journeys. They silently observed every choice and every downfall. They played a veiled but decisive role in the balance of the ancient world. Even endowed with blessings, they faced great challenges due to human greed and the actions of the gods. The devastation of the forests threatened their very being, for the destruction of the ash trees was the end of a Meliad. For this reason, they were both revered and feared. Angering a Meliad could turn fertile fields into barren lands, a reminder of the ancient power they held. The Meliades formed natural alliances with other nymphs and earth-related deities. In harmony with dryads and entities like Pan, they shared a zeal for the forests and the cycles of nature. Delicate in their coexistence, they maintained the peace and balance of the woods. Their gatherings celebrated the vitality of the natural world. United, they were the essence of wildlife. Although legends rarely detail specific loves of the Meliades, their charm permeated many myths. Like other nymphs, they could attract both gods and mortals, inspiring fleeting passions and local stories. Sometimes they were muses of poets and warriors who sought strength among the ash trees. Their romantic encounters were often brief, marked by magic and mystery. Love, for them, was a subtle part of nature's dance. Rivalries among the Meliades were uncommon, but they arose whenever humans threatened the forest. Cutting down an ash tree without respect or divine permission could awaken their wrath, bringing misfortune to the guilty. They defended their domains with silent energy, commanding respect for any forces that dared violate their boundaries. Thus, they remained steadfast guardians of the sacred groves. Punishment was rare, but necessary to protect the ancient balance. The vital connection between the Meliades and the ash trees made them immortal only as long as their trees remained alive. When an ash tree was felled or died, the associated nymph suffered the same fate, potentially dissipating, disappearing, or even transforming into another natural element. This cycle reinforced the deep bond between spirit and forest, celebrating their sacred interdependence. Life and death were faces of the same nature. With the passing of the Bronze Age, marked by the violence of the humans of that era, the presence of the Meliades became more subtle and protective. Removed from frequent contact with mortals, they began to assume more ethereal roles, focused on the regeneration of forests and the preservation of natural balance. They became guardians of the cycles of vegetation, their essence adapted to the changes in the human world. These transformations demonstrate the Meliades' ability to reinvent themselves as the world around them changed. From more tangible and even vengeful presences, they became symbols of renewal and resilience. Their stories echo the importance of respecting nature and the continuity of cycles. To this day, they are remembered as living spirits of the trees and the life that pulses beneath their ancient canopies. The Meliades left as their main legacy, the symbol of the sacred bond between humanity and nature. Their myths inspired respect for trees, the fertility of the earth, and the conservation of forests. Ancient Greeks worshipped and made offerings to them to ensure their protection and maintain the balance of the environment around them. Several legends reinforce their role as natural judges and protectors. Anyone who harmed an ash tree without proper permission could incur the wrath of the Meliades, suffering punishment or misfortune. Thus, they represented the very principle of natural justice, reminding everyone of their responsibility to care for what sustains them. Furthermore, their life cycle linked to trees made the Meliades symbols of renewal and hope. Each spring, the reblooming of the ash trees evoked their presence, reaffirming the continuity of life cycles. In art and literature, they remain as beautiful guardians, immortalizing the sacred value of forests and respect for natural life. So, what did you think of the world of the Meliades and the power these nymphs held over the destinies of the forests? Our journey through their legends is just beginning, and what comes next promises to reveal even more secrets and connections with the natural world and ancient mythology. Were you already familiar with these stories, or did any of the interesting facts surprise you? Comment below, share your thoughts on the saga, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any chapter of this mythological adventure. We still have many mysteries of Gaia to unravel together.